You wake up every day, go to work, get your paycheck at the end of the month, but something's not right. No matter how hard you try, the feeling of running in circles never goes away. What if I told you this isn't an accident? The system was designed exactly like this, to keep you exactly where you are. Working hard, earning little, dreaming of a security that never truly arrives. This is the salary trap, and you're inside it right now. The question isn't whether you're trapped. The question is, will you realize it in time to get out? Let's go back to the beginning. 20th century industrial revolution, factories needed workers, lots of workers, and they created something ingenious. The traditional job, a system where you trade your hours for money, seems fair, right? You work, you get paid, but there's a fundamental problem in this equation that nobody tells you about. Your time is limited. You only have 24 hours in a day, 8 to sleep, 8 to work, 8 to live. But the rich, they figured out how to multiply their time through yours. While you sell your hours, they buy the hours of hundreds, thousands of people, and they keep the difference. That's the secret that keeps you at the bottom of the financial pyramid. Now, let me show you something that's going to mess with your head. You probably believe that having a steady job is security, stability, protection against the chaos of the world out there. But think about it. You depend on a single source of income. If that source dries up, everything collapses. A layoff, a company crisis, an economic recession. And that's it. Your security disappears overnight. The wealthy don't think like this. They have multiple income streams, investments, businesses, assets that generate money while they sleep. If one source fails, 10 others keep running. You see the irony. The thing you call security is actually your biggest risk. It's like building an entire house on a single pillar. It seems solid until the day it's not. And there's more. Your job gives you benefits, right? Health insurance, paid vacation, maybe even a retirement plan. These things make you feel cared for, valued, but these benefits are golden handcuffs. They trap you in the system. You think twice, 3 times, 10 times before leaving because you're afraid of losing these protections. Meanwhile, your salary barely keeps up with inflation. Your annual raises of 2-3% look good on paper, but the reality is you're losing purchasing power every year. And the company, it knows this. It counts on it. Counts on the fact that you'll stay even dissatisfied because the idea of starting over terrifies you. Let me tell you about an experiment done with monkeys. Scientists put 5 monkeys in a room with bananas at the top of a ladder. Every time a monkey climbed up, they all got sprayed with cold water. Eventually, the monkeys stopped trying. Then the scientists replaced one monkey. The new one tried to climb. The other 4 violently stopped him. Even without the water spray, one by one, all the original monkeys were replaced. In the end, none of the monkeys present had experienced the water spray, but they all still prevented anyone from climbing. Why? Because that's how things were done. This is the psychology of conformity, and it's exactly what happens to you in the job market. You accept low salaries because everyone accepts them. You don't question the system because nobody questions it. You stay in the same place because leaving seems impossible, dangerous, wrong. But nobody who got rich thought like this. Nobody who changed their financial reality accepted the rules of the game as they were written. They rewrote the rules. And here's the part that hurts. You probably work more hours than your grandparents worked. You're more productive, more efficient, more educated, but your purchasing power is lower. In 1970, an average salary could buy a house, a car, support a family with a single provider. Today, 2 people working can barely pay rent. What changed? Productivity increased exponentially. The economy grew, but salaries, they've been stagnant for decades. All that growth went somewhere, just not into your pocket. Corporations tripled their profits. CEOs increased their salaries by 400%. But the average worker, they earn practically the same as they did in the 70s, adjusted for inflation. This isn't coincident. This isn't natural economics. This is designy, purposeful design to transfer wealth from bottom to top. And you're on the losing side of that transfer. Let's talk about inflation. You know what it is? But do you know how it really affects you? Every year, the government prints more money. More money in circulation means each dollar is worth less. Your $50,000 salary last year bought more things than the same $50,000 this year. But you still earn $50,000. You got poorer without realizing it. And your 3% salary increase. Inflation was for you actually earned less. But it seems like you earned more because the number went up. That's financial magic trick.
Have you ever stopped to think that the videos you just watched with flawless scripts and engaging narrations might have been created by someone who never even touched a camera or a microphone? There is a new digital elite profiting heavily behind the scenes of YouTube and social media, building massive channels without ever showing their faces or spending thousands of dollars on equipment. While most people are frozen by the fear of being on camera, these individuals are using the hidden power of artificial intelligence to generate automated content that works and earns for them 24 hours a day. The secret to dominating this game isn't about having a famous face. It's about knowing how to command the right tools to create scripts, voices, and visuals that magnetically hold the audience's attention. I've gained access to a strategic method that reveals the exact roadmap for you to build your own invisible digital empire. Mastering AI to turn clicks into a real source of income. It is the perfect opportunity for those seeking financial and geographical freedom without having to deal with the pressure of being a public figure on the internet. Best of all, you can seize this opportunity right now for a symbolic price. The complete training is under an exclusive promotion, dropping from $97 to just $17. This is your passport to unlocking the knowledge you need to start your professional journey with AI today. Click the first link in the description to secure your spot while this discount is still active.
The rich don't suffer from this because they don't keep money in checking accounts. They put it in assets that grow faster than inflation. Real estate, stocks, businesses. While your money loses value, there's gains. Now, add the cost of living. Housing went up 300% in the last 2 decades. Education, 500%. Healthcare, don't even get me started. But your salary went up 20% if you were lucky. You're on a treadmill moving backwards faster than you can run forward. No matter how fast you run, you never leave the spot. You might even be going backwards. And debt, oh debt. The system loves when you get into debt. Credit cards with 20% interest. Car financing, student loans you'll be paying for the next 20 years. Each debt is an additional chain. Each monthly payment is one more reason you can't take risks. Can't change jobs. Can't start that business. Can't pursue something better. You become a hostage to your own lifestyle. A lifestyle that isn't even that good, but that you can't lose because it's all built on credit. And the system counts on this. Banks profit billions from your interest. Companies know you can't leave because you have bills to pay. You're trapped in a cage you helped build yourself. But here's the truth that will set you free. You don't need the job. The job needs you. You have skills, knowledge, experience. That's worth money. Much more money than they're paying you. The difference between the value you generate and what you receive in salary. That's called profit. And it goes into someone else's pocket, not yours. What if you could keep that difference? What if you could capture the real value of your work? Not all of it, because businesses have costs, but a much larger portion than you receive now. This isn't fantasy. This is entrepreneurship, freelancing, consulting, creating assets that generate passive income, investing in yourself instead of investing 40 years of your life building someone else's dream. You don't need to quit everything tomorrow. That would be irresponsible. But you can start today building an exit 1 hour a day, 2 on weekends. Learning, creating, building, develop a high value skill, digital marketing, programming, design, sales, something you can offer directly to the market without intermediaries eating most of your reward. Start a side project, an online business, small but consistent investments. Anything that generates income beyond your salary, because real security comes from multiple income streams. Learn about money. Financial education isn't taught in school because the system doesn't want you to understand. It wants you to be a good worker, not a wealth creator. Study investments, understand how money works, compound interest, asset appreciation, cash flow. These are the tools the rich use. And they're available to you to change your mindset, stop trading time for money, start thinking about building systems that generate money independent of your time. That's leverage. And that's how real wealth is built. It won't be easy. It will require sacrifice. You'll have to say no to happy hours. You'll have to study when your friends are watching Netflix. You'll have to delay instant gratification for future security. But what's the alternative? Stay in the trap. Work 40 years hoping a meager retirement will save you, depend on a system that clearly wasn't designed for your benefit. You have two choices. Accept reality as it is and hope things get better on their own. Or take control, understand the game, and start playing to win. The next 5 years will pass anyway. The question is, 5 years from now, will you be in the same place, complaining about the same things? Or will you be building the life you actually want? Millions of people have already made this transition, got out of the salary trap, built businesses, investments, financial freedom, not because they were smarter or luckier, but because they understood the system and took action. The information is available. The tools are accessible. The only missing ingredient is decision. Your decision to no longer accept what they offered you as enough. So tell me, will you keep trading the best hours of your day, the best years of your life, for a check that barely pays the bills? Or will you start today building something different? Something that belongs to you, something that grows with you and not against you. Something that finally gives you the real security a job will never give. The trap is right in front of you. Now that you see it, what are you going to do? Because knowledge without action is just entertainment. And your financial life isn't entertainment. It's the difference between freedom and prison. The system won't change. It wasn't made to change. But you can change. You can get out. You can build something better. The choice was always yours. You just didn't know it until now. Drop in the comments. Do you feel trapped in the salary trap? What are you going to do differently starting today? Subscribe to the channel for more content that will actually change your relationship with money. And leave that, like if this video opened your eyes to some uncomfortable truth you needed to hear.